I love Frank giving me the countdown. All right, good morning, everyone, and grand rising to each and every single one of you. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. For those of you who are here in person, yes. We are a few, but we are mighty, and let us hear it. And for those of you who are watching online, thank you for being here with us. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are embraced here. We believe that we are co-creators with the divine, and that you can change your life by changing your mind and your vibration. Pause there, says Carlo. You know how I do, right? I want to read this statement again because the statement is the reason why I'm standing here today. That's why I'm standing here, in this very day. The statement, again, says this, right? We believe that we are co-creators with the divine, and that you can change your life by changing your mind and your vibration. The life that you are living because you are creating it by the words and the thoughts that you have. That's why whatever it is, it's in front of you. Life is saying to you, hey, Carlo, by the way, this is your belief system about such and such a thing. How do I know? Because it's right there in front of you. That's what this sentence is about. And I say that, and I wanted to just add a little bit more of that, because sometimes we sit here and we hear these things, and we go on autopilot. It's almost like, oh, that's the welcome. Yeah, I know it. And we have forgotten to stop and to listen to it and to say, I know I've heard it many times before, but let me hear it anew today with a fresh new pair of ears. Let me hear it today where I am in consciousness today and see if what I'm hearing today switches from how I heard it the last time I was here. Because that's what we're here to evolve. Now, pause, and let me continue. Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy, and we teach universal truths distilled from the world's spiritual teachings, whether they be from the Bible, Buddhism, Deepak Chopra, Marianne Williamson, or the sutras of yoga. And any other individual that comes up here that has a word that has been placed in their heart. By the way, let me just add that to that, right? So, welcome everyone. And now we're going to have one of our board members read the announcements. Come on up, sir. Let's give him some love, yes.
Hey, everybody, and good afternoon. All right, announcements for September 8th. Our weekly events. Yoga classes that meet on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30. Dean Efferson Williams will strengthen your mind and body with her classes. Don't miss a chance to improve your health and your life with yoga. A $20 love donation is gratefully accepted. Current events. Our Desert Montessori Academy's air conditioning is no longer working, so a GoFundMe page has been set up. Please help. Just type in Keep Kids Cool at Desert Montessori Academy to make a donation, or to speak to any of our board members, and they will happily accept your generous help. Also, when you're there, you can post that on your Facebook page. You can post that all over the place and see if anybody in your network will also be willing to help out. Magnify your reach. Stacy's New Moon Sound Bath is Tuesday, September 17th at 7 p.m. Experience this immersive meditation experience for only a $20 love donation. Sonically connect to the moon and enjoy the amazing sound of the crystal singing sound bowls. Also on Tuesday, September 17th from 6 to 7:30, the men's group meets. It is facilitated by our core council president, Frank Williams. It meets every third Tuesday of the month. The purpose of this group is to provide a safe and confidential space for men to gather and share their experience, fellowship, strength, and wisdom with their peers. Reverend Jessica Fish has a Zoom bereavement support group that meets on the fourth Saturday of each month. The next meeting is on September 28th from 1 to 3 p.m. If you're grieving or know someone who is, please tell them about this beautiful group. It meets on Zoom only. The link information is on our website, in the weekly email bulletin you get, or on the brochure on the back table. It's everywhere. Our new Authentically Me women's group meets on Sunday, September 29th at 3 p.m. That is right after the service. Discover the fun that awaits you. Join this group. It is a safe space for you to heal, recover, regroup, recharge, and be seen. It meets once a month on the fourth Sunday. Every moment is designed to bring joy and laughter to your life. Spread the word. We are looking for sponsors and vendors. October 5th, which is less than a month from now, guys. From 10 to 6 p.m., CSL AV and California Performing Arts is having a healing arts and music festival here at the center. If you know of anyone who would be interested in participating as a sponsor or is purchasing a booth, please direct them to our website, Center for Spiritual Living, antelopevalley.com. Or they can come see me, or they can see SB, or anybody on the board. We have a Spanish language group that meets the first Wednesday of every month from 6 to 7:30. The next meeting is October 2nd. Did you know that we have a compassionate care team? Do you know this? If you know someone in our spiritual community that is having health challenges in the hospital or is otherwise in need of support, please contact our compassionate care team, Jessica Fish or Joan McLaughlin. Did I do it right? Yeah. I went to where you normally sit. There are so many ways to be of service. The one way is sharing food with friends like we do after the service on Sundays. So if you feel inspired to be of service, or even if you don't, through hospitality, you can see Joanne Gonzalez, for more information. Is there anyone here for the first time? All right. The ushers have a gift bag for you. There's information. There's an information card in there to be filled out, so we can send your email bulletin. Sign up and stay informed of the events at our center. Please give the card to one of our ushers. Thank you, and let's give them a warm welcome again. For those of you who are watching this service on Facebook Live or YouTube, I see you. We have a fellowship offering on Zoom after the service. Please go to our website and check the weekly email bulletin for the ad with the Zoom login. We have many ways to stay informed. First is to sign up for a weekly email bulletin. The website is centerforspiritualliving@antelopevalley.com. For those of you who still like paper, the brochure is on the back table. Our practitioners offer personal private prayer after the service. And so if you want personal prayer, if you want prayer from our practitioners, come forward after the service and they will be happy to help you. If you are not asking for prayer, we ask that everybody quietly and quickly move into fellowship hall. Thank you. Wait.
And good afternoon. Join us this morning, if you would, in our congregational songs. Your prayer is my prayer. So every thought we think is shared by the rest of us because there's only one of us here. So sing out, connect in, just be. However your heart wants to sing today. We are connected. We are connected by the heart. Where do you end and where do I start? Anything you pray for, if fear is in your way, I am here to listen to anything you need to say. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. My prayer, your prayer is my prayer too. I hear the worries that are in your way. There's nothing I can do to take your pain away, but I'll help you reconnect with that voice that's deep inside. Let angels wrap you in their arms and let spirit be your guide. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer. 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 Your prayer is my. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer. Your prayer is my prayer
Thank you. Am I on here? Yeah. Okay. My name is Joan McLaughlin, and I'll be the practitioner on duty today. And okay. Thank you. And Miriam has come up. We're going to start out with lighting the flames of faith. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the 8th candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the 9th candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. As we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. Okay, my reading today is from this thing called You by Ernest Holmes. That's one of my favorite books. Today, I uncover the perfection within me. In its fullness, I reveal the indwelling kingdom. I look out upon the world of my affairs, knowing that the spirit within me makes my way both immediate and easy. I know there is nothing in me that could possibly obstruct or withhold the divine circuit of life and love, which good is. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that could throw a shadow over my performance. Good flows through me to all. Good shines through my thoughts and actions. Good harmonizes my body so that it is revitalized and manifests perfection in every cell, in every organ, in every function. Good harmonizes my mind so that love sings joyously in my heart. I am completely conscious of all good in me, around me, and in all that is. I am in complete unity with good. I have complete confidence in my knowledge and understanding of the law of good. And just keeping those words in mind, if you feel comfortable, just gently close your eyes and go within, and just recognize the power and the presence of good, which is in all places and all times, which is surrounding us and lifting us to our highest good. And this is the power of love, the power of light, the power of peace, the power of health, healing, and wholeness, the power of abundance and prosperity and all things good. And I just bless the proceedings of this service, and I know that Carlos delivers a most beautiful message from his heart, revealing his love of God, the God within, and spreading the love to all who have come here. And I know the power and presence of God is within everybody who has attended here today, all those people online. And I just bless the musicians, the sound technicians, the ushers, the practitioners, all that are involved in this Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. And I am so grateful and thankful to be a part of it all. And I just release this prayer into the law and I know that God has heard my words and is acting upon them. And I just release and I let go and I let God and I allow it to be, as we say together, and so it is. Amen.
I would like to invite you to take a deep breath in. There's magic in the room. I know you felt it when they walked in, but children are in the house.
Yay, the babies.
We're singing I Am Loved by Karen Drucker. You're singing to yourself. and the world. You are seen, you are heard. You can sing to each other. You are loved for who you are. You are enough. You are complete. You are loved. You are loved. You are seen. You are heard. You are loved for who you are. You are enough. You are complete. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. I am seen. I am seen. I am heard. I am heard. I am loved for who I am. There is nothing I need to change. Sorry. Keep going. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am seen. I am heard. I am loved for who I am. There is nothing I need to change. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am seen. I am seen. I am heard. I am heard. I am loved for who I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am complete. I am complete. I am loved. 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 I am safe. I am loved. I am worthy. I am loved. I am enough. I am loved. I am loved.
Okay, thank you so much. And now it's my great honor to introduce our guest speaker for today. I think most of you know him. And so let's all give a big hand for Carlo Novoa.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. Thank you. Grand Rising, everyone. Yes, there are babies in the house. So the topic for today is using your power for good. So I'm going to first speak to the baby, the little one. When your baby is goo-goo gaga-ing, talking and speaking and making whatever sound they make, let them make it. Don't shush them. Don't say be quiet. let them know that their voice is powerful from that moment, that they deserve to take space in any room because we've all been there. We've all been that age. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We've all been there, right? I always look at parents when I'm on a flight. I travel out for work, and they get on an airplane with a baby, and they have this look on their face like, I am so sorry. And it's like, no. You've got the right to take up space. And so does a baby anywhere on the world, right? So and it's important because the message of us being powerful has to be instilled within us since we are born. It's something that has to be instilled in us from the get-go, from the beginning, so that when my parents aren't there to tell me how powerful I am, I won't forget. Because I've heard it for so long, because when somebody tells me you're not powerful, I said, you don't even understand the household I grew up in. I grew up in a household that told me I was so powerful that you telling me I'm not bothers me in the least amount. Right? So, using your power for your good. There is a minister, Reverend Coco Stewart from Agape. And I remember in my training, she came up and she spoke, and she said something that stuck with me and continues to stick with me. And she said, our calling as ministers and practitioners is to bring comfort to the discomfort and to bring discomfort to the comfortable. I'm going to say that again. Our calling as ministers and practitioners is to bring comfort to the discomfort and to bring uncomfortable and to bring discomfort to the comfortable. We get too comfortable. I gave a talk here a few weeks ago and I titled it, Find God in the Discomfort. And so what I would like to put up for all of us here, practitioners, ministers, SP, who I believe you are the head of the practitioner corps, I would love to put up for our part consideration that we stop telling people if you're comfortable, turn within. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. If you're comfortable, let's pray together. If you're uncomfortable, this is your time to go within and find out why that makes you uncomfortable. So by us telling someone if you're not comfortable, keep your eyes open. Listen, keep your eyes open regardless. But what I'm saying is, my job isn't to band-aid you because you're feeling uncomfortable. My job, my calling, is to say, now turn within and see where that discomfort is coming from. The discomfort, just like the prayer request, in the prayer request is prayer answered. We forget that. In the discomfort, there lies the healing. But if I'm going to patch my discomfort with, well, I don't feel comfortable to do that now, healing will never show up. Right? So, just wanted to put that out there. Using your power for good. What power? Seriously, what power? Your God power. Beautiful. Somebody else said the one power. Right? Have you accepted how powerful you are? Have you even done that? See, it's easy to say, what using your power for your good, but how? How am I going to use my power for my good if I haven't even accepted that I'm powerful? How am I going to use my power for good if I haven't accepted that there's a power and a presence that keeps the bodies of water from falling off of the face of the earth? Right? We call that gravity. That's the scientific name we've given it. But what's back of that? There's a power and a presence that keeps the bodies of water from falling off of the face of the earth. While it is doing that, it is living, breathing, and moving and having its way in, through, and as my very life. When am I going to accept that? When am I going to walk into a room claiming that? When am I going to walk into every place I walk in and stop apologizing and start being okay with taking a broom because I know not only whose I am, but who I am? Reverend Clara Mosley said once in the Agape purpose statement, it would say, simply, we are here for God. And I'll never forget, she said to Reverend Michael, I will read that, just so you know, but here's what I know to be true. Not only am I here for God, I'm here as God. And I was like, what? Right? Which is why sometimes I come here, and if there is a theme of the month that I'm not in alignment with, I'm not going to go with it. You guys have been here when I've done that. And not out of battle, but out of, does it speak to my truth of who I am? And that's where I'm going to come from, right? So when I say with power, have you accepted even the power, how powerful you are? See, do you stand in your power always, in all ways? Do you stand in your power always, in all ways? Right? Because, see, we think we could fool God. We think we could fool the universe. We think we could fool life, science, whatever you're comfortable with calling it. And we think that we could fool God into departmentalizing our lives the way we departmentalize our lives. Oh, I don't show my power here, but over here I do. Over here at work, I let people walk over me, but here in my other life, oh, I do not. And we think that we can fool the universe by saying, oh, no. Carlo only allows people to take advantage of him there, but not there. No, the universe doesn't know about that. God doesn't know about that. God goes, got it, so you don't know how to claim your own power. Perfect, I'm going to give you more of those experiences. And it's not punitive, by the way. It's not punitive. That's why I said life will present to you right in front of you what your belief system is. It'll say, hey, you see that individual sitting across your breakfast table? It's there because you believe that person to be there. If there's nobody sitting across your breakfast table, the reason nobody's sitting there is because you believe no one should be sitting there. It's that simple, and it's not punitive. So before we talk about using your power for your good, do you even know your power? Like for real, for real. You know, August 25th, I believe, Etta, who is our member right here, spoke. And I was at home. And the first sentence you said, and you spoke straight to my heart. And she said this. She said, I'm not a practitioner, nor am I a minister. She goes, and I know the amazing work that they do, and I know how powerful they are. And I also have something to say. That's using your power for your good. That's realizing that who you are and your power isn't given to you by anybody. Not an organization, not a license, not a ministry. And again, please don't misunderstand. I understand our calling to be practitioners, to be ministers, and I honor all of that. But what I'm saying is that sometimes we believe that I have nothing to say because I don't have this title. Because I'm lacking these initials after my name. You, like that little baby that's right there, were born whole, perfectly complete, nothing missing. God co-signed you already. God literally wrote there on your birth, on your universal birth certificate, God signed and said, you are whole, perfect, complete. You have to prove yourself to no one. Because I decided to say, what would it be like to be a, what's your son's name, by the way, love? Maston? Maston. So I'm saying M-A-X. Magsden. Beautiful, thank you. It's my hearing, not that. Magsden. So God, like with all of us, with Magsden said, I wonder what it would be like to be a Magsden. And God created it in and out of its image so that God could have his experience in, through, and as Magsden. The same thing for all of us. So now we get to now decide what kind of experience am I going to live, knowing that God said, what would it be like to be a Carlo, and created me in and out of its own image. That is how we use our power. By remembering who we are, by remembering just like everything in life, everything in nature. God was like, what would it be like to be a zebra? Created it. A monkey created it. An armadillo created it. A palm tree, an oak, a mountain, a river, an ocean. It created it because it wanted to feel what it felt like. There's the same thing with us. God created us in and out of its own image so that we can actually live that experience, and yet we're walking around not even accepting our own power. Some of us apologize just for breathing. Some of us apologize just for being here. Some of us, it's harder to accept your power than it is to accept the things that bring you down. Some of us will so much quicker say, oh, I'm not good enough, than we will say I'm powerful. I'm not smart enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not this enough, will come out much faster than I am powerful. Because there's a part of us that believes, how dare I believe that I am powerful? Not after the family I come from, the upbringing I come from, the culture I come from, the social economic background that I come from. I have no right to say I'm powerful. You've got every right to say you're powerful. Because where you came from was literally only the vehicle that God used to bring you here so that you could live your experience in, through, and as it. That was it. Your parents were just a vehicle. They weren't your description. They weren't meant for you to now follow in those footsteps like it's hereditary, right? So, using your power for your good. Joan, when she greeted me today, she said, oh, it's so good to see you. So good to have you here, to have you be alive. Thank you, you're sneezing on the truth. Right? And I said, there is no other place for me to be here. It is in these moments that we're experiencing what we're experiencing, that is, those are the moments to come in here and speak light to the appearance of darkness. It is in these moments, right? So people are saying, oh my God, I love your look and your pants are so cool. So you know what, so this is not me digging for a compliment. This that I'm wearing is to hide the hoses that are coming out of my back right now. Right? I've got hoses that are going into my back, plugging my kidneys so that they unblock them. That's what I'm walking around with right now. This is the time to come here and to testify of the glory of God. This is the time. As I stand here like that, with hoses. Yes. Yes, standing here with hoses in my body. I was like, well, guess what? There's a look called a Thai fisherman pant that stretches out to here, and then you fold it like this, and it unfolds under, and I'm going to go up and give a service. That is using your power for good. Right? Is realizing that you are not a victim of your experience. You are a victor. There's a reason. The calling is harder. The calling is harder because the journey on the other side of this, that's where the reward is. It's the getting through it. Someone asked me, they go, what advice would you give to someone who is going through something? And I said, go right through it. Go right through it. Feel everything. Feel the pain, feel the sadness, feel the hurt, feel the anger. Feel it all. Feel it while you go through it. So going through it doesn't mean build a home in it. It means that while I'm going through it, I'm going to feel every single emotion that is coming up for me. I'm going to feel the anger. Because again, like I said, we are having a human experience. Part of having a human experience is having thoughts of fear, doubt, worry, lack, and limitation. It's part of having the human experience. It's what I do with those thoughts that shows whether I'm being bound by them or I'm going to be freed by them or I'm going to evolve through them, right? We're all going to have those moments. What changes is what we do with them is the fact that we don't buy property in those experiences. We move right through it, right? So it is in this moment. So have I experienced anger? Yes, I have. Of course I have. Have I experienced sadness? Yes, I have. But I've also experienced incredible love. I've also experienced incredible support. The amount of people that are showing up in my life, the amount of people that are showing up going, what do you need? Do you need a ride? Do you need someone to take you? Susan, who is right there, it is her appearance day today. That means her birthday, by the way, for those of us who don't know the word appearance. It is her birthday today. See, we say appearance because this day, about 27 years ago, right? This day, about 27 years ago, her soul decided to appear, right? So why do I bring that up? Not only so that later on in the friendship hall, you walk up to her and give her some love for her birthday, but because the amount of people that are showing up in my life are people like her who are, it's my birthday, and yet I'm going to take you so that you could give your Sunday service at the Center for Spiritual Living. Right? And that shows up in your life because that is what you have created in your life. You see, I have sat at the end of service and prayed for people wholeheartedly, as a practitioner, as a minister, because I love prayer. Prayer for me, like I'm a prayer warrior. I love prayer. Anytime there's a chance to pray, I pray. So there is no way that I'm going to live a life of prayer, of service, and life is not going to respond to me in that same way. There is no way. There's absolutely no way. So I walked through this experience honoring my human experience. But what is so fascinating, ladies and gentlemen, is that as I honored that, this is what I see. I see my truest, highest self, right? That which is one with all that there is. I see that being looking at my human self and going, go ahead, have that moment. Go ahead, have that moment. Have that human moment. Have that moment of anger. Have that moment of sadness. Have that moment of hopelessness. Have it. But it's only a moment because I, your highest self, knows the truth. And I, your truest, highest self, know that you're having a human experience, and that needs to be honored as well. So go ahead and have that moment. Have that experience, right? And so for me, when I saw the theme of the month, and that's all for the theme for today, right? I was like, look at how life knew way before this experience what I would be going through, that I would come here and now testify to the glory of God. That I would come here and testify to the glory of the universe, to the glory of life, whatever's comfortable with you calling it. It doesn't care. It's bigger than any name you could give it. Right? It has been called by so many beautiful names, praised in so many lovely names and ways, celebrated, right? Songs, all kinds of things. But what it does know is that it knows that it lives, breathes, moves, and has its way in through and as your life. So I walked with this experience knowing, I said this to somebody the other day, right, that I actually posted something on it. So some of you who follow me on Facebook or Instagram know it. I said, I do not have cancer. Cancer is moving through my body. I don't have it. I'm not taking ownership of it. And that doesn't mean that I'm in denial. That's not what that means. What it means is that I'm not taking ownership of something I wasn't born with. What it means is that I'm going to stay focused and centered to the idea, the perfect idea that God had created when He created this body temple right here. That's what I'm going to lean into. So when somebody says, oh, I heard you have cancer, I correct them and I say, no, I don't have cancer. They go, oh, I get it. I go, okay. I don't even wonder I don't know if they say that, I'm like, fine. Whether you get it or not, that's not my concern. My concern is that I get it. That I understand that, no, I don't have it. It's moving through me. It's an experience that is moving through me. I shared a few months ago, and it has stuck with me. This was well before I knew any of this stuff was going to happen, right? I stood up here and I said, the body expresses what the mind suppresses. I don't know if you remember when I said that a few months ago. That has stuck with me because now that's my work. What has my mind suppressed that my body is expressing? That had been trying to get my attention, and it's not punitive, and it's not about me blaming, or any of us blaming ourselves. It's about now us looking and going, oh, my body is expressing what my mind had been suppressing. So what that tells me now is to be in alignment with my mind, my body, and my spirit. So that I could fully hear when it's my body speaking to me, when it's my mind speaking to me, when it's my spirit speaking to me, and I could be in absolute full alignment with it. That's what this is about. It's about recognizing that we have come into this plane with everything we need to live the most amazing, fulfilled, enriched, prosperous, abundant, wholeness life. Everything. It is already within us. See, we keep seeking it outside of us. So that's why the title today, right? Using your power for your good. That's why the first question was, what power? Do we even know what that means? Before we go out and tell people, use your power for your good, do you know what your power is? Do you really know? Do you really stand unapologetically saying, right here, right now, right where I am, God is? Do you do that? And mean it, like for real? Because I really believe that if we actually stood and said it and fully meant it, it'll blow our minds. It would blow our minds. Like, it literally would blow our minds. We'd be walking around like heads wide open. Do you know what I'm saying? If we really believed that right here, right now, right where I am, God is expressing itself in me, through me, as me, and all around me. The same way you look at your children, at your daughters, right? Those are your daughters and your son. The same way you look at them, and you grab your faces in your hands and go right there, right where you are, God is, do that to yourself. Grab your face. Parent the child within yourself and say to yourself, right there, right where you are, God is, expressing itself perfectly and magnificently in, through, and as your very life. The allness of God. Allness. Not the sum, not the just a bit, not the 50%. No. The allness of God is expressing itself in, through, and as the allness of all of life. Well, guess what? You are all of life. Right there, right where you are, life is. So that can only mean that the allness of God is expressing itself in, through, and as your very life. Not the sum. All the wisdom, all the insight, all the clarity, all the joy, all the bliss, all the prosperity, all the wholeness. Right? In my prayer work, when I give thanks for my wholeness. I give thanks for my wholeness. Because this does not determine that I am not whole. That's the first thing we need to realize that. This doesn't make me 98% whole or 95% whole. I am still, as I stand here, 100% whole, perfect and complete. And I give thanks for my health and my wholeness. And I bless every function and every form of my body temple. I claim that every function, every form, every muscle, every tissue, every organ, every cell, every ligament is saying yes to wholeness. Yes to wholeness, yes to strength, yes to resilience, yes to regeneration, yes to rejuvenation. That's using your power for your good, to speak that word over your own self. Because how can you speak a word over someone when you can't even speak that word for and about you? You can't. You can't. I'm going to leave you with this. I remember years ago in my practitioner training, part of our practitioner training is we had to volunteer at the prayer ministry. And so we would go in and we would do hours at the prayer ministry, and people would call literally like from all over the world. It was amazing, right? And I'm always going to be fully transparent. And I stopped by the ATM to get money before I went to volunteer at the Center for Spiritual, at the prayer ministry. And I went in, put my card into the bank, and I hit how much I wanted. And the receipt came out and said, what you've asked for is not in alignment with what's in there. And everybody be in there, or it's just me, right? And in that moment, I had to make a decision right there and then and say, do you believe that to be the truth? Because if you believe that to be the truth, you need to call Reverend Kathleen McNamara and say, I can't go volunteer and pray for nobody today. Because I believe that this bank statement is speaking the truth of my prosperity. See, that bank statement is an experience that I'm going through, not the truth of my being. But I could claim that as my truth, and I chose not to. That's the thing. And see, so many of us, just like Miriam right now, will look at us in shock, like, oh, I can't believe you see a statement and you don't call that to be true. No, I don't. Because that's not the truth. That's an experience that I'm moving through. It's not the truth of my being. Right? And so to be able to be in fully alignment with that is what it means to use our power for our good. I went and prayed that day like I had never prayed before. Because I left there with that in my hand. In fact, I still have it, by the way. It's in a little box put away. I do. And I have it not because it proved what I was or what I was experiencing. I have it because I saw it and still know the truth for me. That's why I have it. Because I saw it and I went, now let's go pray. And when I would call and say, hi, thank you for calling the prayer ministry. What would you like me to pray for? And somebody would say abundance. I'm like, ooh. I was like, you don't even know who you're calling to pray for you for abundance today, honey. You called in the right number, right? Because I'm going to speak abundance even when it seems like there is no abundance. Because we have to start looking at abundance and prosperity from a different place. The level of abundance that showed up in my life in the past few months, people flying across the country to be by my side, to go with me to doctor's appointments, to surgeries, people who are going with me to chemo and saying, I'm going to be here by your side. If that's not abundance, I don't know what is. If that's not prosperity, I don't know what is. But see, we look at prosperity instead of things that I have. I look at my fridge and go, do I want to warm that up or reheat that, or should I just make that? That's abundance right there. When you open up a cupboard and you go, let me see. Dun, dun, dun. And we close, we go, God, there's nothing to eat. Really? Because I just saw a cabinet full of food. But we get so confined into what we think abundance is. And we forget that abundance shows up in our lives in so many different ways. Right? So, remember, I was sharing this with Susan on the way here, that the presence of fear does not mean the absence of faith. I'm going to say that again. Remember that the presence of fear does not mean the absence of faith. So a lot of times, especially us in this spiritual movement, we start to judge ourselves very quickly. The moment fear comes up, we start to judge or look at our faith and go, oh my God, then I must not be that faithful if I'm afraid. No, that's part of a human experience. So your two things could be equally true. Fear could be present and your faith could still be strong. Because your faith is what's going to sit with that fear and go, okay, fear, now talk to me. What are you afraid of? And I will speak the truth to your fear. So remember that fear does not mean the absence of faith. Now let's pray together this morning. And so, Father, Mother God, divine, holy, Holy Spirit, infinite source, divine power, the great all. How great, how grand, how grateful I am. Thank you, Father, Mother God. Thank you for this day. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my health and my wholeness. Thank you for my prosperity and my abundance. Thank you for the many ways in which you continue to show up in my life, the way you minister to me, the way you feed me, the way you pray for me, the way you wish good thoughts for me, the way you send well wishes to me. Thank you for the many channels that you use to show up in, through, and as my very life. And it is this constant, never-ending state of gratitude and thanksgiving that ushers me into this place of absolute full recognition, this infinite, this never-ending state of recognition where I recognize you. I see you, I feel you, I hear you, I smell you, I taste you, I know you in all things. There is no place, there is no circumstance, there is no situation, there is no event, no spot, no being, no experience where you are not, for you are the all. Back of all things, seen and unseen, heard and unheard, felt and unfelt. The absolute allness of you expresses itself in, through, and as the allness of all of life. Knowing that to be true, I know that that is true for me. For the I am that I am, and as that is true for me, that is true for the I am of every single individual here and those watching now online. The allness of you expresses in, through, and as the allness of my very life. And so it is from that place of oneness that I speak this word of blessing, of prosperity, of abundance, of gratitude, of insight, of clarity. Oh, I bless each and every single one of us here, knowing that we came here to get nothing. Nothing. No. We came here to bring our consciousness, to add to the consciousness Oh, when Dina said there's magic in this room, the magic that's in this room is from each and every single one of you. Your yes amplifies the consciousness in this room. And so that I know that right here, right now, today, not only do we leave here blessed, we leave here as the blessing. I know that here, not only do we leave as the giver, we leave here as the receiver. Oh, Father, Mother, God, Divine Holy Spirit, how grateful I am. How grateful I am to know, Father, Mother, God, that the experience that I walk through is the experience that I walk through. It's not the truth. The truth is that right here, right now, right where I am, I'm standing on holy ground simply and solely because I'm standing on it. And know that when I say I'm speaking of you. I'm speaking of the I that's within each and every single one of you. I, thou, thee. There is only one. As a song said earlier, the prayer you pray is the prayer I pray. So the prayer that I pray, I'm not only praying it for me, I'm praying it for you. For each and every single one of you. For I know there is no separation. So right here, right now, Father, Mother, God, I know that our homes are blessed. I know that our loved ones are blessed, and their loved ones, and their loved ones' loved ones, and their loved ones' loved ones, until this entire planet is blanketed by this love. I know that our children are blessed, and I know that the children in this entire planet are blessed, and are reminded that right there, right where they are, God is. So Father, Mother, God, I am truly grateful and thankful. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. I'm grateful for this place that I call home. And an absolute gratitude, Father, Mother, God, for the knowing that not only am I here for you, I'm here as you. I'm grateful for the knowing that this word is done. This word was done even before I spoke a word of it. I align myself to the truth that you know for and about me. I release this word now into the universal law, knowing that it has no other choice but to return completely, fully manifest as health, as wholeness, as prosperity, as abundance, as creativity, as wisdom, as insight, as clarity, as joy, as love, as all that is good. Together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Just a big wow. Wow. Everything that the song is about to say, you spoke. So we know we chose the right song, even though we didn't choose the song. The song was chosen. It chose itself. We're singing. I have to get back in the camera. We are singing In Beauty, May I Walk, Karen Drucker. So this is a good time for you to move your bodies. It's a body song. We're walking. We're claiming our position in the universe. In beauty, may I walk, making a choice all day long. May I walk through the seasons. May I walk. May I walk. You can stand up and claim your space in peace. May I walk in peace on this path. May I walk through my life. May I walk in old age. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. Stay. May I walk. May I walk. May I walk. May I walk In gratitude, may I walk, may I walk in peace, may I walk in peace, in joy, may I walk in love, may I walk in loving kindness, may I walk, may I walk in peace, may I walk. Stacy's on. In peace, may I walk, 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 may I walk in peace, may I walk in peace, may I walk in peace, may I walk, may I walk in peace now. May you walk, always walk in peace. May we walk in peace. May I walk in love and kindness, in joy. Every step we take, we're literally planting and saying, this is who I am. 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 May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace.
Okay, so now is our conscious giving invitation. And before I say that, and we talk about that, I want to make sure that we never lose this kind of wonder. I don't know if you, I know some of you are sitting back there, but the little baby came and he grabbed that drum and he started playing with it and grabbed the thing. And I want us to start asking ourselves, when did I lose that sense of wonder? When did I lose it? When did I start apologizing for wanting to just be wondrous and curious about life? Because children will remind us of that. Children will remind us that I used to be curious like that. I used to be okay with being silly just like that. What happened? So I want us to just be mindful of that and ask ourselves. And that is how we use our power to our good, is to remember the power that we've always had. And before we do our conscious giving moment, Frank wants to make an announcement.
All right, are we on? Yes, we are. So, continuing with our board being very clear what everything's going here. So, last week, with all your help and with the center's help, we were able to get a check together for $6,000. We were able to get the AC replaced on the DMA education building. They are now cool. So amazing. This community never ceases to amaze me on how much giving there is and how much willingness there is to help around the center. And some of you may say, well, Frank, I really can't give anymore. I'm giving all I can. Please don't think that. Remember, you cannot outgive God. And remember that God gave you a voice. And with that voice, you can still give. Just by telling everyone else that we still have a $2,500 bill that we have to pay to that air conditioning gentleman who was very gracious enough to go forward with his work and to put that air conditioning on for $6,000, even though it was $8,500. So he was able to get that work done, get it up there. So we still have a bill of $2,500, and I'm just encouraging everyone, please just go to that donate page or do a donation online. But if you do, make sure you earmark that for the DMA AC Fund. And I want to thank all of you, and so good to see Amanda here. Thank you.
Yes, and on that note, Frank and SB, I would like to donate my rate for today to go for that. All right, so just however that works, however you need to rewrite the check or whatever, but I want to donate my fare for today to go for that, okay? Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. All right, so now it is our conscious giving moment, and I always say this. Don't say, I don't have nothing to give. Don't allow thoughts of lack and limitation to court your mind. Because as Frank was saying, and I say this all the time, you can give a good word. You can give a prayer. You could give an intention. You could give a good thought. If the basket goes by you and you don't have finances to give, put your hand over it and bless it. And bless the work that it does. And bless the people that are blessed by the work that this community does. So don't allow the fact that you don't have currency to give to keep you in that state of consciousness of lack and limitation. Because you still have something to give. You have your good thought, a prayer, a well-wish. Yes? Beautiful. Thank you. And I would like to give this too. All right, so you're going to repeat after me. Today I give in love and joy. From the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift. Fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed. I am grateful. And so it is.
God is my source. There you go. Know it, sing it, claim it, own it. Know it in your bones. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. For all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yes, for all my blessings, 'cause I know it's me what I need. Love is my source, love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, oh yeah, for all my blessings. 'Cause I know God gives me everything I need. God is my source, hey, God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I know God gives me everything I need. God gives me what I need. Hey, God is my power. Yeah, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. I know God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Yes.
Where'd you turn it down, Bruce?
Yes. Yes. I'm telling you, we get ministered through music. And I want you guys to know that when I'm home and I'm singing these songs, in my mind, I'm singing it the way the two of you sing it. Like in my mind, as I'm walking around the house, I'm like, I sound just like Dina, and I sound just like Stacy. Do you know what I mean? And life goes, no, but that's okay. You can keep thinking that. But you know, it's all good. In my heart, that's how I sound. Do you know what I mean? All right. So right here, right now, as this music, this baby beating the drums and playing the instruments and singing its song from its heart, I bless this tithe. I bless it because I know that lives are transformed. Not only those that receive, but those that give. Because right here, right now, seriously, we know that in the giving, it is how we are being ministered to. Is we are being reminded that not only are we blessed, but we are the blessing. So I bless these tithes. I bless all of the different services and departments and the many lives that it touches. I'm grateful and thankful. And together, we simply say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. All right. And then just also, you all know, I will be back on the 28th of this month, which is the last Sunday of the month. I will be back, and I will be speaking on the 28th. Yes.
Everybody will make a circle around the sanctuary. And don't join hands yet. Just extend your hands out to the person next to you.
So right now we're just extending our hands. We're just going to give our energy to people. Go ahead, Ms. Joan.
Okay, if you'll repeat after me, line after line. We know who you truly are.
We know who you truly are.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
We love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
We thank God for you.
We thank God for you.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
If you can now join hands for the peace song.
Together. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Ooh, he's rocking. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Very good, very good.
Have a beautiful Sunday.